Offsides.
Offsides again. What's up? How you doing? Welcome to another episode of Offsides. Is everybody feeling good? Ed, how you doing?
Feeling good, Kev. How you doing?
I feel good. Leo, how are you?
Great.
Good deal. Yeah, we're going to start this show off. We've got, just because it was such a crazy thing that happened, I think we should start this show off with what happened at the Oscars, even though it's not football, but it was pretty violent, like football. And everybody's talking about it, you know? You can't get away from it, right? Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. Everybody's got an opinion about it. Everybody's been talking about it. I know Chris Rock. He was friends with my brother, and I've known him for a long, long time. My heart goes out to Chris just because I know him, you know, and... You know, being a comedian, my thought about it all is, I have done this many times where you go, what they call crowd work, and you go into the audience and you ad lib, you know, and he made a joke about Jada's hair. Mm-hmm. Now, that I know Chris knows that, and he knew it when he said it. It's kind of tough because, you know, it's hair, and it's a delicate subject, you know. And I also think that Will Smith and Jada have been going through a lot of problems as a couple, obviously.
Emotional.
And I think Chris knew it when he said it, and he was already just kind of backing off the joke a little bit. He apologized, and then Will came up and did, which I think is absolutely wrong, and nobody would debate that. You know, I think no one would debate that.
Society is debating.
Yeah, well, a lot of people
Society's
I think
debating about
are coming down on the side of Chris Rock, I think. But
You don't punch a guy. You don't do that.
No,
but I also don't.
Here's why it happened, okay? Chris Rock, I think it was a joke. I mean, it's his job to make jokes. So,
yeah.
I mean, he's going to make a joke or two. On a sensitive topic, by the way, at every award show every year, there's always that one joke is like edgy, but like
right. Well,
you don't
Ricky
go up,
Gervais for years, you know, did a lot.
You
of
don't
those
go
jokes.
up and punch the guy in the face.
No.
I think if you go back and watch it, when he first said the joke, Will Smith was actually laughing hysterically.
He was.
And they looked over at his wife Jada. She didn't like it, so that's when he went up and hit him. Right. Will had no problem with the joke.
No, at first he didn't.
No problem at all.
He didn't.
No problem at all. Jada kind of chuckled too at first.
At first.
If you really pay attention to it. But here's my thing on it. If I'm a comedian, my job is to take real life situations and bring them to light and make people feel good. If you at a comedy show, don't sit your ass in the front.
Yeah.
In a discussion, and knowing that there's a comedian out there, because if you got some crazy on, you're gonna get picked on.
Yeah.
So the thing with Will and Jada it's an emotional roller coaster. I mean, he's going through so much, and then with Will, it's like he's dealing with so much emotions with him and Jada. It just took a breaking point to the point he just couldn't handle it, so he just got caught up in his emotions. So me personally, a lot of people be like, well, did you know that he was gonna do this? Man, listen, they've been married for quite some time.
24.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
If I'm married, my wife know when I'm finna take off. She gonna know. If she don't know, something ain't right. She knew Will. She knows Will.
Yeah.
Will looked over at her. She did an eye contact, whatever the case may be. He went, I gotta take care of this now. But at the end of the day, you gotta know at Will's, where his caliber, he's an icon. He gotta know like when and what not to do things. That there really embarrassed him, his family, and a lot of people talk about, well, that's his wife. What about Chris Rock's wife and his kids now? If y'all want to get technical,
Right.
because now he had to take the high road. What about his kids? A grown man just open hand slapped their father in the face, and he had to like suck it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
But my applaud to Chris Rock because he understands. Hey, listen, the timing. This is the Oscars, national TV, millions are watching.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure like Chris Rock could have easily want to lash back out, but I'm telling you right now, if it was me.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
I would have spanked Will Smith's ass. I would
See,
have whooped his ass.
That's another thing with this whole thing.
I would've whooped
like
his ass,
Shannon,
'cause-
you hear what Shannon Sharp
I mean,
said?
because in that moment, just how and what people in that moment, it takes a special person, you know, to control their emotions and feelings, and really harness and not to give in, because as a competitor, it's different. It's different. You slap me, it's a natural reaction.
Yeah. Yeah.
No matter where it's at.
And slapping is when you slap someone, that's
Open hand.
more of a
It's a
insult.
disrespect.
Disrespect. I mean,
Totally.
it's different than if I punched you. It'd almost be better, because slapping is very disrespectful.
If you're gonna slap someone,
It's a disrespectful move.
you might as well punch their ass. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's, I mean,
Well, Shad was Shannon Sharp when he said that today on his show. He said slapping is like the most disrespectful thing in the world.
You can't slap a grown man
No.
on national TV. This man got kids, he got a family too.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, afterwards, you do your little apology, you do all this.
Yeah, yeah.
But then your son go tweet it, and that's how we do
That's
it. Hey
how
man,
we
hold
do
up,
it.
man. Now,
Yeah.
now what about Chris Rock's son now?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then you go, y'all get a little chaos stuff going on with your after party, which is cool. I mean, you got your award. But at the end of the day, like, man, this is gonna stick for forever.
Yeah.
This is gonna forever. Chris probably can't sleep at night.
Right.
And if he really truly, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night.
No, I'd be very.
So you
upset.
gotta think like people gotta understand like for what Chris Rock had to do. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
man,
also
like
the amount of composure you have to keep calm like that. After
Yeah.
getting literally smacked as hard as a person can.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like impressive.
But it is like, it's kind of weird when earlier in the night, one of the other comedian women, I forget her name, but she made a joke about their open marriage, which I think is even more insulting. But
did she get slapped?
But she didn't. Yeah,
Did she get called out her
She
name?
didn't even get called out. or anything.
Did he yell at her,
Yeah.
keep my wife effing name out of your mouth? No, he didn't.
He didn't. No.
So what make her different from Chris?
Yeah. Well, see, Chris is skinnier. He doesn't have a lot of muscle.
Yeah.
He's, he's an easy target.
Yeah.
Will is about 2 times his size.
Will's about my height.
He's
Will about
big,
210.
right?
Like
He's
6'3".
6'3", big guy.
6'2" and a half,
Yeah.
6'3".
If Jason Momoa or one of those big guys said that joke, I don't think Will would have gone up.
But here's the thing. They said Rock was really supposed to do the show. Rock Johnson.
Rock was supposed to.
Yeah,
oh, the Rock.
Dwayne
Yeah.
Johnson was supposed to originally do the show that Rock.
He wouldn't have done it to
Oh
Rock.
man, he wouldn't have walked up.
He wouldn't have walked up and slapped
He wouldn't have
Rock.
said nothing. He would have smiled and sat his ass
Yeah.
down in the chair.
Yeah, yeah.
Simple.
So it's really just a bully move. It's like a very bully thing to do.
I think it's a
Yeah.
bold move, and I think it's a weak move. The
Yeah.
reason being,
It's soft.
a weak move and a weak mindset.
Yeah.
You don't get no applause from me. I'm not gonna applaud you for that. Oh, that's his wife. I don't give a dang. If it was my wife, man, listen. My thing is, I would have had more respect for Will if Will would have been like, man, timing goes back into the timing of it. That's the Oscars, national television, millions are watching. If you do something crazy, it's gonna stick forever. So my thing is I'm gonna wait till after the show, and I'm gonna check Rock then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check Chris Rock then. Hey man, listen, that was
Right.
he was way out of line.
Right.
Now if I decide to slap him and punch him afterwards with the cameras, I'm gonna do just that.
Yeah. But do
And
it
let,
after.
and let everybody else deal with it afterwards.
Right.
Oh, back in the dressing room. Oh, that was in the dressing room. You didn't see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it is what it is.
It
I think
is.
he handled it wrong, if you ask me.
Oh yeah.
You
oh
know they're
yeah.
wrong.
Oh yeah. But I think that there's a lot of people that are saying you shouldn't make jokes about someone's appearance, and you shouldn't make someone, she's suffering from alopecia. And, a lot of people are like, I'm glad Will stuck up for his wife, but he could have done it in different ways. He could have yelled out. He could have checked him after the show. There's many different things he could have done instead of walking up there and
Standing
punching
up for his wife.
Yeah.
And then and she could have stopped him too.
She could have stopped
Man,
him.
she could have
She
stopped
didn't
him.
stop him. She didn't.
She
stop
won.
him.
She listen.
She knew what he was gonna do.
She knew she knows her husband.
She knows what he was going to do.
24 years of marriage.
Yeah.
You know my woo. You know my moves.
Yeah.
You know when I'm gonna do something.
Yeah.
You know when I'm up and I'm down, when I'm mad, and to get away from it. Don't talk to me while I need space.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
And you mean to tell me he looks over, he see you hurt, and you give him a nod or whatever the case may be? Y'all got sign. Every couple got a sign language that means something.
Yeah.
And that was she gave him something he had. Hey, I gotta go check this dude right now.
Yeah.
On national TV. But that's what it is. It was wrong timing. He could have did it somewhere else.
It's really sad that boiled
But here's
down to
my
that.
thing is, so goes back to what you were saying. You were saying if she's suffering for a certain, it's plenty times, you're a comedian yourself.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me you make this your life to make jokes, right? So sometimes you take real life situations and bring them up front, you know, to live it out. Not only that, to put people at ease. It's his job. So you mean to tell me every comedian got to go on stage and be scared, walking on eggshells, can't perform because a person feel about what they feelings or what they going through? Listen, man, he's a jokester. You should know what it was going to be like.
Right, and not only that, but I know that
That's
she
his job.
might have alopecia, but she looks good. It's not like she has to wear a bandana or anything.
But here's my
she
thing.
Actually,
Hold on.
it's fashionable.
Not to cut you off, Kev.
Yeah.
Kev. But here's my thing, Kev. She also said I think in an interview, she don't care what people says about her hair. So if he's gonna joke about your hair, why would you get upset?
Right.
This is his job. This is what he do.
Yeah.
He's one of the GOATs at it. He's a legend at this thing. So why would you get mad at a legend that's doing what he do, where he was gifted his platform to give to the world, to move people? Why would you stop him from doing what he do?
Yeah.
So now you mean to tell me every comedian got to go on stage and got to, I got to make sure
No, that's the problem with.
I can't pick on him because he got an ugly shirt, but damn.
The scary thing is, and
I don't want to get walked up and get punched in the face.
I've done this plenty of times where I've gone into the crowd and I've said something like, "What are you wearing?" or blah 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 blah, and they have to wear it because they're sick or something like that, and I've had to apologize. I've backed off right away on stage. I've done that. So the sinking feeling you get if you try to make a joke and it's somebody that I screwed up, and I've done it a million times. I immediately back off and I immediately go, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to, make jokes here. But it's like what you cannot have and what every comedian on stage has a fearful of, and I do too. I've had a bottle thrown at me. I had a bottle thrown at me.
Gav, you really push somebody's button.
Yeah, the problem is you've got the lights on you and you can't see the audience. So you don't know what's coming out. Even if you see Chris, he's like looking, going, is he somebody? Is he? And then he's like, oh man, he's coming at me. You don't see what's coming at you, so that's partly frightening. So
so even on that stage, he didn't see. It's hard to see. Like
I think he probably saw, and then he looked and he goes, I can't believe this is happening. He's coming at me. I don't think he ever knew he was going to get hit, but it's a frightening thing when someone comes out. I know somebody comes out of the audience. I had a bottle come out of the audience, and I'm like, what is that? I don't know. I don't know what I said. I probably said something awful, but it's a terrifying thing for a comedian. It's terrifying. And now what all the comedians are thinking is like, are people going to think this is cool to come up and just slap a comedian? That's where, as a comedian, I go, oh man, I hope this doesn't come on as a trend. It's like, I'm going to do a Will Smith to this guy and smack him.
That's what it is. That's what's going to be the memes. You should have seen the memes and the cartoons. Like, people have been making memes about it. It's been,
please.
Oh, man, it's been horrible.
No.
It's been amazing, actually. I mean, it's funny, but then again, it's like, dang, Chris Rock, like, man, like, I feel, only reason I'm saying is I feel for Chris Rock because Chris Rock got a family too, man. I mean.
Yes.
And he got son, he got kids, and he got family too. So, like, this is going to stick forever.
It is.
This is going to forever. Yeah. This is one of the biggest moments in 2022.
For sure.
Ever.
Yeah.
Smith slapping Chris Rock.
The big deal. Yeah, it was.
I mean, it's going to be, I'm pretty sure it's going to be touchdown dances, man.
Exactly.
Like, I swear. So see how big and powerful this is? Yeah. Like, so you got to think, that's why when Jim Carrey said, I would have sued him for $200 million because this is going to be
it's going to be forever. That's why I say I hope that they punish Will in some way.
He didn't even press charges. That's why I say, man, Chris Rock. I don't. You ain't my friend no more.
No,
you're not my friend anymore. We listen. Yeah. Like Shannon Sharp said, on sight. Every time I see you, you gotta fade me.
Yeah.
On sight, and because you gotta understand, man, that's like you really embarrassed, humiliated somebody on national TV in front of millions.
Yeah.
Not only in front of his kids, if he got grandkids, but Come on, man.
No,
you don't
can't.
do that.
They should not take his out. They're probably not going to take his Oscar away, but they'll probably ban him from the Oscars. I would imagine. I would imagine they would do that.
I mean, it's an action causes a reaction.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they
And
have
a
to do
reaction
something.
causes a consequence.
They have to do something. They have to do something.
Cause a consequence. That's a consequence for you. You won't be able to.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. DK Metcalf is looking to get out. He's looking to go. Right.
Well, he got a
No.
couple.
Huh?
He got a couple options. If he decide to go, it's the talk. But if he do decide to go, you got Green Bay.
Yeah.
You got the
Baby.
Chiefs.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
baby.
mean, you got the Chiefs. I mean, you got the Jets. There's a couple of teams that need a number one guy that can use DK
Green
Metcalf
Bay would be great.
if he decide to leave Seattle.
Why do you think he's leaving? Why do you think?
I mean,
he's...
Russell Wilson.
He
What
doesn't want Drew Lock throwing the ball
Russell
to him.
Wilson.
What you want?
Who wants Drew? Oh, by the way, who wants Drew Lock under center for you?
Yeah.
I mean, no disrespect,
I
but
know.
like, he doesn't want to catch balls from Drew
No,
Lock.
I guess not. No. You know, that must be, unfortunately, do you think Seattle saw that coming when they got, when that happened with Russell Wilson?
Man, listen, when you let go Russell Wilson, the franchise,
That's it.
one
Yeah.
of the legendary.
Your offense is done.
Come
Seattle,
on, man.
they're doing a rebuild. That's why.
Seattle
They're gonna
is doing-
rebuild.
They're gonna
They're
rebuild.
going to do a rebuild, but at the end of the day, a person like DK, he's young and he's emerging as one of the best, supposed to be emerging as one of the best receivers in the game right now. He needs a quarterback
Yeah.
to stay afloat. He needs that.
Oh, for sure.
So you gotta go to a team that's got a decent quarterback to really get you the ball.
Green Bay. Green Bay.
I would tell. If it was me, I would think about the Buffalo Bills.
If it was me,
Why?
I'm thinking Cleveland.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking
not
Buffalo.
Cleveland.
I'm gonna tell you what I'm thinking. Cause Josh Allen showed
Such a great-
Listen,
But he's
He's
got
great.
Diggs.
Josh
Why would
Allen-
he do that?
it's a
Well, why
1-2
not have
punch.
two?
Why
Yeah.
have
1-2
one and two is
punch.
better?
It wouldn't work.
Because now
It
you
wouldn't
can't
work.
you can't double team Diggs. Now you got the other kid that went off in the playoffs.
Oh,
He can be in
yeah.
the slot. Now you got DK one-on-one. You got to pick your poison.
Actually, that would put
And Josh
Buffalo,
Allen can run.
That would put Buffalo as
he's
a
mobile.
real contender if he went to Buffalo.
Man.
That
I
would
think
put
they
them
already
as a
are
real
contenders.
contender.
I think they already are contenders.
Yeah,
Buffalo.
well, sure, they went into playoffs. I mean, they did really well, but I still think if Metcalf goes to Buffalo, that puts them on
It just high-powered.
as an elite team.
It just high powered him even more.
big time,
Because
time.
Josh Allen is just gonna start licking his chops even more.
Right.
Josh Allen displays some of the best performance. He performed. Whew.
He's great. I love
Josh
Josh
Allen.
Allen. I mean,
Josh Allen is.
and you know what? If he doesn't get hurt, knock on wood, he's going to have even a better year next year. Yeah, I think Josh Allen is I think Josh Allen is one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL right now, for sure. For sure.
I can
Yes.
give him that.
I
can
would
give him
say.
that.
Yeah.
I can give him that.
Top
He's a
5
winner.
for sure.
He's top 5.
He's a winner.
Yeah, the guy's
Look at Josh
amazing.
Allen at.
But if he goes to Green Bay, my pitch is, you've got a real chance, because I think this is the year that I think we lost Devontae. We pick up DK Metcalf. That's kind of an even trade,
I like
sort
you
of.
going to Green Bay.
Not really.
I like
Not
you-
really,
I like
but
you going to Green
not
Bay.
really, but
Whoa.
Wait, what do you say?
Wait,
I said it's an
wait,
even trade with
wait,
Devontae and
wait,
DK.
Wait, no, don't do that, Kev. Kev, we gonna make you stick to comedy, okay?
Yeah.
Leave the girl down to me and the kid.
Yeah.
You gonna stick to
I
comedy,
don't like
okay?
DK in Green Bay.
Why
I'll tell you
not?
why. I feel like over the years they've already had the big body receivers, and he doesn't fit their scheme. I
He
feel
don't.
Like he doesn't fit the. He's a like Kev. You have to think he's a deep threat.
Right. So?
But that
you don't
team-
think
that
Rodgers can
team
throw
need-
it deep?
No. He can, but A, they already have those big 6'3", 6'4" receivers, and B,
Yeah.
you need a route runner. You need like a
Yeah,
Renfro.
Devontae.
You need something like that.
I don't necessarily say you need a run for.
Well,
you need a poise.
You need a bigger guy, right?
Like
need a
who would
poise-
fit good for you guys?
you need a poise
Robert
guy.
Woods, even though he went to Tennessee.
Robert Woods fit okay with his skill set.
But he's
Robert
not
Woods.
looking to move anywhere, is he?
No, he already got
He's
traded
at
to the
Tennessee.
Titans.
He's already
Yeah.
going to the Titans.
Well, I don't know
AJ
what we're
Brown?
going to do.
You know AJ
Then
Brown?
we go get him in the draft, I suppose.
Nah,
No.
AJ. I don't really think AJ consistent with catching. I mean Devontae. No, he's not consistent. Like what I'm saying, the catches what Devontae like the comparison.
Okay, comparison,
They lost
yeah.
a big loss, and it's hard to really.
You can't
It's hard,
replace
it's
him.
hard
You
to
can't.
replace something that's was. I mean, he was the best.
Yeah.
Unless you decide to get Odell Beckham.
There you go. Why not?
That's the only one.
You know something? I think
That's the only
Odell,
one I say
think,
that can really
Well-
put Packers back on the map.
why not? I
When
think,
it's in terms of a route runner,
I truly
elite
think
wideout.
in terms of their personalities, I think Rodgers would get along with Beckham. I think he'd get along with him.
Listen, there'll be
With who?
With Beckham.
Listen, there'll be a crazy
think he'd
combination.
Maybe a crazy duo. Also, Beckham's the
Yeah.
perfect archetype for that.
Yeah.
He's a perfect fit for that scheme.
Yeah. I think
Completely
they'd
perfect.
be good together.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now, where do you think, did you see, what's his name? The guy that took his shirt off? The guy that we all
Antonio Brown.
Oh my
Antonio
God.
Brown. Did you see that
Get
he
off
took a
my
picture
boy. Get off my
with
boy.
some model?
But she
Something-
stole his money, man. Listen, man, women do that. Listen, man. I mean,
Did you see that? Did you see that, Larry?
hey, my boy AB, man.
know,
He's
I mean-
different. He's different, you know. Hey, I'm an AB fan. Hey, listen,
Well, what was
man.
that all about? She took his money and
She stole some money from him, man, and he was just like, man, hey, send my money back.
Oh,
And while he was sleeping, like who does that? Like, y'all got these women really like that. Like, women would literally put you to sleep, bro, and take from you.
oh my God.
So I had a couple players that got dunked like that plenty of times.
That guy makes me laugh. I mean, I have never, I know I feel bad for him because there's something wrong.
I think that was
There's
Deshaun
something
Jackson
wrong.
girlfriend.
Oh,
Who?
really?
Who?
Oh, boy.
Lamar Jackson?
No, Deshaun
Deshaun
Jackson.
Jackson.
Really, Lamar Jackson. That's they like
Dude, is anyone interested in him?
Deshaun.
No.
He's in Cleveland.
Lamar.
No.
He's in the
Deshaun
land.
Watson?
He's in the land.
No,
He's
our
in
boy.
Antonio Brown?
Yeah, is anyone interested?
I mean,
in
right
him?
now, with them dealing with all this draft and all this other stuff, I'm pretty sure someone is going to pick him back up.
Somebody's gonna
Kev,
pick
Kev,
him
They
up.
this
just
is
wait.
the
They
biggest.
just waiting. They
Why
just
not
waiting for
Green
everything.
Bay?
No, that will be.
What about him at Green Bay?
No, that would be. Crazy.
That would be deadly. I'm not gonna lie, that would be
That
bad.
would be crazy.
I'm not
But,
gonna.
but then again,
that's-
you
yeah.
got some. It got to be a team that understands AB.
But they got. They
That
they'll put up
understand
with him.
understand what type of person he is, his personality, and really just letting him be AB, but trying to like contain him to the point, like, understand understand who he really is, and really just contain him. Because if you're just trying to put the shackles on him, you're
Do you
there's gonna
think
be
it was
destruction.
an Arians in him? They butted heads. Arians
Yes.
was kind of
I ain't listen.
yeah. I think that's what it was.
That guy different.
Yeah,
Arians is different. Everybody
Arians.
tell you that.
yeah. So now I think that maybe our guy might get along with him a little better. Who knows? I don't know. I'd love to see him in Green Bay. It'd be great. He's a kick. I love that guy. Anyway, Tyreek Hill going to the Dolphins. Does that turn the Dolphins into a team?
No, because of Tua.
Tuo's is the quarterback.
I love Tua, but he can't throw it past 25 yards downfield.
It's not
Oh,
Tuo.
you
It's
serious? So
So
you're
that
really
was-
gonna start that blasphemy, kid? You really gonna say Tua cannot throw a ball 25 yards downfield?
Accurately, yes.
Did Tuo come from what's college?
Bama.
And why
You
can't
can't.
he
You're not
throw?
gonna win with them. So I love Tua, but
I thought it was Tannehill. No, it wasn't. It was
Kev, you're in 2016.
What's wrong
That
with me?
was.
Tannehill did play for the
All right,
Dolphins.
let me
He
tell you
did,
this.
yes.
Let me tell you this, kid. What's your thoughts on why Dolphins can't win with Tua?
Tuo.
Cause Tua.
Again, what is
He's
your
not a
thoughts?
good quarterback, or why?
Why they can't win with Tua?
Elaborate.
Can't throw the ball correctly.
He
sometimes.
can't throw the ball correctly.
The only time I saw him let it up was like Thursday Night Football versus the Ravens this year. That's it. I haven't seen him do anything else.
So
could
if
be
you
right.
get certain quarterbacks a certain type of tools to go, they can emerge. He's the first round pick. He's their future quarterback. So therefore, they put pieces and puzzles together to give him the tools to be successful.
Again, they have the two combined. They have the two fastest receivers and the fastest duo in the league. But they're still not going to
But
win.
Lee,
Two.
Tyreek Hill is not
Listen.
stupid. Why would he go to the
Listen,
Dolphins?
it ain't just Tyreek
Like
Hill.
you said earlier, before we got on stage,
listen,
money.
The
They
money.
just didn't get Tyreek Hill. They got the running back from the Arizona Cardinals.
Oh, Edmonds, he is a
So you got
monster.
to so you got to think about it.
I'm
In
telling you, and they got a good
listen,
O-line
listen.
now.
In Alabama, he had what? A run game.
Okay, but
And
this
he had
isn't
receivers.
college, coach.
No,
This isn't.
it's not. It's not. No. It's not. Let's take college out of it. I'm talking about pieces and puzzles you give a person to make them successful. Okay. Now my thing is Tyreek Hill is going to get doubled. It's going to be interesting to see how Tyreek Hill play, because now you don't have Hartman on the other side. So therefore, you're going to get double coverage.
You're gonna be
now.
double.
What's going to help out is
Waddles
Waddles
is it.
is going to be free to go
And
crazy.
he's not bad.
And
He's
now,
great.
And you can't forget about Devon Parker.
He's getting traded. I love him though. I love him. But
You can't forget about him.
He's gone.
Well, we don't know that yet.
No, he is.
It's never
yeah,
happened.
they released him. He's gone.
Oh, they released him. So then,
Well,
but he got a run. He got a stellar run game from the running back from the Arizona Cardinals. Now you add Tyreek Hill with Waddle. You got 2 speedster guys.
Yeah.
That you got to contain.
And a great defense, by the way. It's a great defense.
So you got to ask yourself, they put in 2 pieces to pass so the offense can put up points.
yeah.
That's it.
Well, they're gonna have to really.
I
rely
love
on
Tua.
him.
Yeah, I love Tua, but like I just don't.
I think he's still
here's
young. He's
here's
still
what I
young.
think.
He's still emerging. That's it.
Well, here's what I say. I know you probably think that Tyreek went for the money, which he probably did. But I gotta
did.
believe that he got
He did.
offered. I bet he got offered great money on a lot of different teams.
Think about it, Kev.
He could have gotten great money on a lot of different teams.
Think about it, Kev. I go to the state of Florida, down south. Great weather,
Miami,
right?
Yeah.
I already got a Super Bowl ring. I'm already considered one of the top receivers in the game.
If not
Yeah.
the top receiver.
Why not go from? I don't need to take no pay cuts right now. Why not go give me my money?
Yeah. Just go get money.
I'm in a great situation.
Yeah, and he's already looking at like
So-
how many years does he have left? We're not sure. Just go get the money. Go
Pay
get
the
the
man.
money. Pay
It's
the
all
man.
paycheck.
And he got a good paycheck. But I do think the Dolphins, they might be all right. It depends on Tua.
I think Dolphins gonna be all right, man. I don't think they're contenders right now, but it will be good to see this season when it starts.
Yeah.
But I think they're gonna be all right.
Yeah,
I think they'll have a solid season.
interesting.
But I won't be surprised now if they win.
Hold
Well,
on, what do you mean win? Like in general? Or
They're
like,
not going to make the playoffs. You think they'll make
No,
the
no, I think
playoffs?
they will. I think they
won't be.
will.
That's what I'm saying. I won't be surprised if they win and make the playoffs. I would not be surprised.
They could make the playoffs, but they
Okay,
won't
like
go
hear
all
me
the
out
way.
though. Hear me out.
I don't know about their
Hear
defense.
me out. Hear me
Is
out.
their
Hear me
defense
out.
any good?
No, their defense is good.
Listen,
It is.
there's one quarterback that can save that franchise, and he will take them to a Super Bowl. Listen,
Here we go.
ready? This might be my worst take like this year, but listen, just hear me out. If you put Baker Mayfield on that team, that is a ring.
Oh, who? Dolphins?
On Dolphins?
Yeah.
He couldn't even throw the ball when he had Odell Beckham and all the other guys. So what you make is a ring? And he had a great run game behind him.
The best run. Okay, no,
He
but
had
listen.
the best, bro, and the best. It's not the best run game in the league.
New start,
other than
listen,
Tennessee Titans with Derrick Henry.
New start.
Come on, man. You had a three-headed monster in the backfield,
Yep.
and you had an elite one of the best wide receivers in the game. And you mean two?
Two, yeah.
Well, let's talk about Baker
Javarius
Mayfield.
Landry.
I kind of want to talk about Baker Mayfield right now, just because I heard on the Herd show. Because I don't know.
Baker. I just feel like Baker just ain't good.
Well, also,
He ain't
this
good.
is this
say
is
that.
the
Don't-
inside
don't-
scoop.
He ain't good.
say that.
But listen, he ain't good. He depends on what system he goes to and what team pick him up who can develop him as a quarterback and give him again pieces like the Dolphins giving Tua. Maybe he can emerge. But then again, you got to ask yourself: when he was in Cleveland, he had tools. He
Well,
had a damn good run game, and he had 2 wideouts, elite, and he had a tight
Top
end.
5 defense.
So and a top 5 defense. So wow, you got to ask yourself: is it the system or is it Mayfield?
We'll find out
Well,
this year.
that's right.
And we find
Because,
out
look-
very quick when Odell went to L.A. and put up. I'm not even gonna get into that. Mayfield is the problem.
Yeah, because and here's what I heard. His problem is, you got Trubinsky went to somewhere else. I forget where he went.
Trubisky to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, he went to Pittsburgh. Okay, so Pittsburgh was looking for. Why didn't they pick up Mayfield?
Because
They went with
I'll tell you why. No, I'll
Trubinsky.
tell you why. Kev.
I'll tell you why.
Kev,
Because
no.
he's a problem
No.
mentally.
No.
That's his boy. That's his boy.
No.
He's a
that's
problem
his boy.
mentally.
No,
Mayfield is his
Kevin.
boy.
Yeah.
Why would
Mayfield's
you
his boy.
sign a quarterback in the same division? Cleveland would not even let that happen. Cleveland would not let it happen. Why would you sign your arch rival's quarterback?
That's a good point.
You'd
That's a good point.
never do that. I'll tell you why. Same division, same conference,
Cleveland wouldn't let him go over there.
same exact conference.
Well, why would you do that?
Well,
Kid
first
got
of
a
all-
good point. Kid got a point.
No, that's true. I don't think that the Cleveland would allow that trade.
Yeah,
By the way,
he gonna beat the shit out of you.
He wanted
yeah,
he
he
wanted
would.
to go to the Colts, and Cleveland said no because they're in the same division, the
Do
AFC.
you think there's anything to this rumor that he's a pain in the butt? That he doesn't get along with people?
I mean, I'm pretty sure he got some asshole tendencies, but I don't
Yeah.
really know the man personally, but
Well, this is
I heard
what I'm
a couple
saying.
times for a couple players that played him in college, he got asshole tendencies.
Yeah, got asshole tendencies. Well, it's
Yeah.
not the first one in the NFL to have an asshole tendency. But I will say, it's kind of like a special thing when you're the asshole of the asshole, you know.
It's a lot of bleep outs for an editor.
Well, do we? I mean, we can say that.
No,
I mean,
keep going.
Right? Anyway, I mean, I've heard that Baker doesn't get along with coaches. He doesn't get along with players. He sort of thinks, you know, he's better than most. And this is what I've heard. This is what I've heard when I go online or whatever else like that. So, and he's not going to start at Cleveland. He has to be traded. And no one's picking him up.
I heard that.
He's sitting there.
I heard that he might, considering Deshaun Watson, if he gets a punishment, Cleveland might hold him hostage and start him for the first couple games.
He'll quit football.
You know what? He probably will. If
Yeah.
that happens, that's messed
Yeah.
up.
Well, he will because he's not going to be second string.
He said he'll quit football.
I don't
will.
think- I don't think he'll quit.
He'll be second string.
I don't think he'll quit.
No, he won't sit. He won't stay in Cleveland. But like,
The
I
thing
think
is that as a competitor and as a warrior, if he really is a warrior, so I mean, sometimes you gotta hold yourself accountable. I mean, you had a job and you gave it away.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson in town now.
Yeah.
He ain't even get that job.
that man's gonna be heaving dots after dots after
So
dots.
now you gotta look into
dots.
yourself and ask yourself. You look into yourself and be like, well, where did the problem come in hand? Oh, what is the problem?
Yeah.
Mayfield, you the problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Goes back to because everybody's looking at it for what my standard too. Looking at it from my point of view, you had the top run game,
Yeah. Great team.
and you had two elite wideouts, tight end, top 5 defense,
Yeah.
and you couldn't put points up, and you
Yeah.
couldn't throw to the open guy.
Yeah.
You the problem.
Yeah.
Your elite wideout,
Yeah.
one of the best in the game, goes to another team and put up within the few amount of games that he played with LE and surpassed the numbers that he was playing with you
Yeah.
in a short period of time, and then won a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah. And the thing is, you're
It should have
in
been
a
MVP.
town.
Yeah,
You're in a
you
town.
know what Randy said?
Cleveland is a lot like Green Bay. The town of Cleveland knows their football. You are a statistic genius coming from Cleveland because you're a Cleveland Brown fan. You're not unlike a lot of other Cleveland Brown fans. They don't just know the game, they know it inside and out. The season ticket holders in that stadium have been through hell
every Sunday.
every Sunday. They know exactly what's going on. And so he's in a town where he can't really hide from the fans, from anyone. You talk about New York being a tough place to play. Cleveland, they know exactly what you're doing. Now, they're forgiving. They're very forgiving because they had to be, you know. But, you know, I'm just saying, you're just,
We'll find out.
we'll see. All right, moving on. You want to move on?
Well, that's it, fellas, for the show.
All right. That's it, folks. Thanks again. See you next week. I heard the music.
Offsides.